Hey guys, this is Austin, and today I'm here with a review of the new Apple TV 3. This latest model is very similar to the previous Apple TV, but it does have a few major improvements such as 1080p support as well as a new interface, so let's take a look. To get this out of the way first, if you have the previous generation Apple TV, the only improvement is 1080p video streaming, as the new interface is available as an update for your box. If you're like me, however, and this is your first Apple TV, then there's quite a bit to like. The hardware on the Apple TV is very small, only slightly larger overall than an iPhone. Around back, you'll find ports for power, HDMI, MicroUSB, optical audio out along with Ethernet and Wi-Fi. Probably my favorite feature is AirPlay. If you have an iPhone, iPod Touch, iPad, Mac, or even a PC with iTunes, you can stream pictures, music, and video over to your TV via your local Wi-Fi network. I'll put it simply, this by itself more than makes the Apple TV worth it for me. For example, I wrote this review out on the couch on my iPad, while streaming music through the surround sound connected to my TV. Even when you throw in more complicated things, like streaming music using Safari, it still works brilliantly, allowing you to continue on with whatever you want to do and keeping the native audio controls from iOS. You can also throw pictures up onto the screen and swipe through them, as well as streaming video, both what's on your device as well as video from Safari. In addition, you can wirelessly mirror the display of your iDevice, which can be very cool for sharing anything on a larger screen. And some games like Real Racing 2 HD will allow you to use your iPad as the controller and have the game display on the TV. You can find a bit of lag from time to time, but I suspect this has more to do with my wireless G router than AirPlay itself. Beyond AirPlay, the new Apple TV interface looks and works well, much more like iOS. You have all your standard apps such as Netflix, YouTube, and more. However, what you see is what you get. There isn't a way to add more apps, and you can't move or delete anything, unfortunately. I won't go into detail on everything, but most apps have a very similar style that's half cover flow and half list. To access video, music, or photos, you'll either need to stream it if you bought it from iTunes or run it via home sharing on a Mac or PC with iTunes installed. While it would be nice to be able to store content on the Apple TV itself, I really did never find myself lacking for a way to get at anything I wanted to watch. Between my media on my iPhone and iPad and what's available on Netflix, I never found myself wanting more. If you don't have any Apple products, then this is still a fine Netflix player, and you can still stream your media using home sharing with iTunes. If you've invested into the Apple ecosystem with iTunes, iPhone, iPod Touch, or iPad, then the Apple TV makes a lot of sense. AirPlay is outstanding and really ties it all together, and with the ability to output 1080p, it's no longer held back quality-wise. Overall, for $100, this is a fantastic little device that I highly recommend. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave this video a thumbs up, and if you're interested in more videos like this, be sure to subscribe.